Good afternoon, students. So, in the previous class, we discussed about the bus structure. Okay, ma? Bus structure. Here, bus structure means there we are having address bus, data bus, and a control bus. Okay, ma? If you are taking the data bus, that is having number of data lines. Based on the number of data lines, we know the word length of the processor. Okay, ma? Based on the number of data lines, we know the word length of the processor. Okay, next address lines, address bus. That means the combination of lines, address lines. By using the address lines, we know the total memory capability of the processor. Okay, ma? That means the combination of address lines gives the memory location. Okay, next control bus. That means it coordinate all the activities like data transfer and which operation we are doing. Okay, like that here in the bus structure, that means the bus means a group of lines that creates a communication path between the two devices. Okay, ma? Now in this class we discussed about the software. Okay, software. Generally, software means suppose if we purchase a laptop or system, that is a personal computer. Okay, then what we can do? First, we load the OS. That means we load the operating system onto the computer. Then only the computer is working. Okay, otherwise the computer is not working. Okay, Amma? That means OS means the operating system. That is the system software. Without OS, the computer is not working. Okay, Amma? In this, we are having application software also. Okay, here in this software, we are having two types. Those will be system software and application software. Okay, ma. Here, what is meant by system software? What is meant by application software? That means here system software means like our OS. Without the OS, the computer is not working. Okay, that is the system software. Application software means, that means depending on the user, we are loading some of the application softwares onto our computer. Okay, ma. Suppose if we want to run C program. Okay, if we want to run C program, then Turbo C software will be loaded into our computer. Okay, suppose if we want to create some Excel file. Okay, to create some Excel file in our computer, then what we can do? MS Office is loaded. Okay, suppose if we want to edit some pictures, then what we can do? Photoshop is loaded. That means depending on the application, we install some softwares onto our computer. That is the application software. That means depending on the user, we are loading. Suppose if we want to listen the Zoom online classes, then what we can do? Zoom is installed. Okay, na? Like that. That means here software means if any user want to enter and run an application program, The computer must contain the system software in the memory. Okay, the system software is already installed in the computer, then only the user want to enter or run an application. Okay, ma? Here two types. Those will be system software and application software. Okay, ma? System software and application software. Here system software means suppose if we want to run a program, then the system must contain a software. That is the system software. Already we discussed now. Okay. Here system software means it is a collection of programs that are executed as need to perform functions. Okay, ma? Here system software means that it's a collection of programs. Okay, so depending on our application, if we are using some software, then that will be the application software here. Okay, ma? So here this system software performs some functions. What are the functions means here? Suppose some commands will be giving. Okay, that means receiving and interpreting user commands. Okay, receiving and interpreting user commands. That means based on the user commands, the software is working. Okay, ma? Next, entering and editing application programs and storing them as files in secondary storage devices. Okay, ma? That is here. Suppose if we want and if we want to enter some program or edit some program, okay, compulsory that program is stored in some secondary storage devices. Then only we are going to that program where that will be stored and editing is possible. Okay, suppose if we don't know the program is where stored, then how we can go to that program? Okay, if we know the memory location where the program is stored, then we are going to that memory location, and if we want the program is editing. Okay, that is entering and editing application programs and storing them as files in secondary storage devices. Okay, ma? Secondary storage devices. Next, managing the storage and retrieval of files in secondary storage devices. That means here where the program is stored, where the program is stored, that will be known. Then only we are going to that program. That is the managing. Okay, ma? Next, running standard application programs. Running standard application programs. What are they? Such as word processors, spreadsheets, and games with the date supplied by the user. Okay, ma? With the date supplied by the user. That means your system software must contain these functions. Okay, ma? If you observe the material which is given to you, in that you will be having all the points. Okay, see here, I will explain this one by one. Okay, here system software. In this, in order to run an application program, the computer must contain system software in its memory. Okay, whenever the system software is installed, then only we run the application program. Okay, ma? System software is a collection of programs that are executed as needed to perform functions such as, the first one is receiving and interpreting user commands. Okay, ma? That means depending on the user, user gives some commands. Those commands will be received by this software. Okay, ma? That is the first function. The next one is entering and editing application programs and storing them as files in secondary storage devices. Okay, ma? Suppose if we want to enter some program or edit some program, then we want to store that program as files in secondary storage devices. Okay, ma? Managing the storage and retrieval of files in secondary storage devices. What is meant by retrieval here? Suppose if we want to run that program, then we are going to that memory location and retrieve the file. Okay, you are going to that memory location and retrieve the file in that secondary storage devices. That means managing. Okay, ma? Next, running standard application programs such as word processors, spreadsheets in the sense like Excel, okay, or games with the data supplied by the user. Okay. Next, controlling IO units to receive input information and produce output results. Okay, ma? That means the IO units means input output units, peripheral devices here. Okay. Controlling IO units to receive input information and produce output results. Okay, ma? Suppose if we install Turbo C into your computer, then what we can do? We develop one C program for arithmetic operations. Okay, for arithmetic operations. So here for arithmetic operations, we are giving some inputs. Okay, so that software receives input information and produce output results. When that software produce output results, after completing the operations which are required, that is which are controlling IO units to receive input information and produce output results. Okay, after performing the operations which are given by us, the software produce the output results. Okay, ma? Next, translating programs from source form prepared by the user into object form consisting of machine instructions. What is meaning for this point? Actually, we develop the program in assembly language. That means user understandable language. Okay, ma? Assembly language means user understandable language. Okay, suppose if we want to give the instruction add AX. Okay, if we want to give the instruction add AX comma BX, actually that is in assembly language. That is user understandable language, but that instruction is not understand by the processor. Okay, then what we can do there, whatever the user understandable language is given to the processor, in between that will be converted into object file. Okay, ma, object file. Object file means that contains the machine instruction, that is in the form of ones and zeros. Okay, ma. Here the software changes the user understandable language into machine understandable language. Okay, that is translating programs from source form prepared by the user. Okay, that is assembly language, user understandable language, into object form, that means consisting of machine instructions. Okay, ma. Next, linking and running user written application programs with existing standard library routines, such as numerical computation packages. Okay, so in the execution of the program, this software. Okay, so the system software is responsible for the coordination of all the activities in a computing system. Okay, ma. Some basic aspects of system software include here. See the points. Application programs are usually written in high-level programming languages. Okay, that is user understandable. Okay, ma. These operations are described in a format that is independent of particular computer used to execute the program. Okay, system software called compiler translates high-level language program into a suitable machine language program. Okay, here we learn the assembly language means user. So here, this high-level language is converted into a suitable machine level language. We are using the compiler. Okay, ma? This is a translator. Okay, compiler means this is a translator that converts high-level language program into a machine language program. Okay, here an important system program called text editor, which all programmers use for entering and editing the programs, are accumulated as a file. Okay, so here the system program text editor is there. So here all programmers use for entering and editing programs are accumulated as a file. Okay, ma? A file is simply a sequence of alphanumeric characters or binary data that is stored either in memory or secondary storage. Okay. Here, another system software component called operating system is a large program. Okay, operating system is also a large program that is used to control the sharing of and interaction among various computer units as they execute application programs. Okay, ma? That means whenever the computer execute the programs, then this operating system helps to control the sharing of and interaction among various units. Okay. Yeah. Okay, ma? Here the tasks are assigning memory. That means if we want to do the program, if we want to develop the program, some memory is assigned to that program. Okay, ma? Next, magnetic disk space to program and data files. Okay, these are secondary storage devices. Okay, moving data between memory and disk units. Next, handling IO operations. So these are the tasks developed by, these are the tasks doing by using the OS routines. Okay, ma? In order to understand the basics of operating system, from high level language form to machine language form. Okay, ma? So that's why here the first step is to transfer this file into memory. Okay, whenever the transfer is complete, execution of the program is stored. Okay, here assume that part of the program's task involves. So what are the tasks involved in the program? The first one is reading data file from the disk into memory. Okay, so whatever the data file, that is whatever the program we are giving, okay, that is the data file. Reading data file from the disk into memory. Okay, next performing some computation on the data. That means whatever the operation we are giving in that program, okay, that will be performing some computation on the data and printing the results. Okay, generally what is meant by a program actually? That is a sequence of instructions which perform a particular task. That means for performing the task, we are developing the program. Okay, that's why here the program task is first one is reading data file from the disk into memory. Okay, that means retrieving the data file, performing some computation on the data. Computation means which is giving bias. That means which is required, which operation is required. That will be computation. That computation is performed. After performing the computation, we can get the result. Okay, so that result is printing. Okay, ma? Here, when execution of the program reaches the point where the data file is needed, then the program requests the OS to transfer the data file from the disk to the memory. Okay, actually, what is the first step here? Reading data file from the disk into memory. Okay, so this will be getting by using this. When execution of the program reaches the point where the data file is needed, then the program requests the OS, that is operating system, to transfer the data file from the disk to the memory. Okay, ma? From the disk to the memory. Then after that, The OS performs this task and passes execution control back to the application program, which then proceed to perform the required computation. Okay, that means here this will be performing some computation on the data relating to this. Here the OS performs this task and passes execution control back to the application program. Okay, ma, which then proceed to perform the required computation. When the computation is completed, we are getting the result. Okay, and the results are ready to be printed. Okay, see this diagram. So here how the program is executed. Okay, user program and OS routine sharing the processor. Okay, how that will be. Here we are taking some time instance T0, T1, T2, T3, T4, T5. Here, if you observe this diagram, see here, during the time period T0 to T1, that means between this time, an OS routine initiate loading the application program from disk to memory. Waits until the application program. See here, from T0 to T1, the program is loaded from the disk to memory. Okay, ma? A similar pattern of activity occurs during time T2 to T3 and T4 to T5. Okay, T2 to T3 this period and T3 to T4. This is T2 to T3. Here also from disk to memory. Next T4 to T5. Here also we are doing the same operation. Okay, ma? Next, when the OS transfers the data file from disk and prints the result. Okay, see here at T5 printer will be activated. That means printer will be between T4 to T5 here. Okay, ma? So whatever the computation is going on and getting the result, that result will be printing here. Okay, ma? So after getting the result, when the OS transfers the data file from the disk and prints the results, okay, at T5, OS may load and execute another application program. That means at T5, this will be take another application program. Okay, ma? So this is the user program and OS routine sharing of the processor. Okay, that means totally here the system software helps for executing the program. Okay, ma? The system software helps for executing the program which is given by the user. Okay, actually the user wants to develop a program based on the requirement. Okay, ma? Based on the requirement, user develop a program. For executing that program, the system software helps. Okay, we write the C program and for executing that C program, Turbo C helps. Okay, like that. Okay, ma? Suppose in our computer, no MS Office is there. Okay, are you able to create Excel sheet on your computer? No, not possible. Okay, whenever we load MS Office, then only we create one Excel sheet. Okay, in that way, the system software helps for executing the program. Okay, ma? So all of you read these points and understand the concept. Okay. Okay. In the next class, we start the performance. Okay.